The fact I'm a football coach. It's a competitive thing. I despise for people to beat us.
To Elliott, who goes sweeping to the left side. Gets to the 20, loose to the 30, to the 40, down the left side to the 50 goes Elliott. He's going to take it to the house. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Ezekiel Elliott. 85 yards. Back is Dorsey to throw. And he throws it in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Buckeyes win the national championship.
It's Everything Buckeye Nation, the voice of the fan, with your hosts, Jake Smith and Corey Boyd.
Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. You have found the Everything Buckeye Nation show. That's Corey Boyd next to me. Producer G behind the scenes. I'm Jake Smith. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us on a special Tuesday edition of the Everything Buckeye Nation show. Corey, I know you're not feeling so hot today.
Yeah.
But once again, did you hear that? Yeah? Ooh.
Yeah, you know.
Damn. Folks, show some love in the comments for Corey, man. He's playing hurt, not injured.
Not injured.
He's doing all right.
If I'm injured, I ain't here.
He's grinding.
If I'm hurt, I'm on the court.
That's what I like to hear. How's everybody doing tonight, huh? Some good stuff going on in Buckeye football land that it's an exciting time to be in right now. Of course, the NFL Combine wrapped up this weekend. We'll talk about that. Talk about spring football. Folks, spring practice starts tomorrow. We made it. It's football season, right? That's how it works. Man, I tell you, I'm excited. Spring football, so much to get to. Ryan Day got a new coach, a new quarterback, pretty much a new staff, a lot of new starters. We'll get to all of it. But first, Corey, tell me about your day, man. Why are you so bummed?
I got a migraine. You know, that's step one. My bro got in a little,
Fender bender?
fender bender, what they like to call it. But he's doing good, so that's great to hear. Hey, if you're not injured, they say, take the field or the court. So I am hurt, but not injured.
That's what I like to hear.
So,
Looking crispy, though.
Thank you. I'll try. I'm chugging along for the fans, the supporters, and the fans.
Oh.
And I seen, you already told me earlier, there was a new supporter I didn't see.
Yeah.
But John Goddard, he made good on his
guy.
promise.
Yep.
Became a supporter. We appreciate you, John. And all the supporters, we appreciate you as our family of supporters keep growing week by week.
For just $4.99 a month, you can be a supporter of the Everything Buckeye Nation show and get all sorts of behind-the-scenes action. Exclusive benefits, as you can see on your screen. You can cancel at any time when you're tired of us, but I don't think that'll happen.
Right. Tired of us. Are you kidding me? $4.99, tired of us? What?
Come on.
Oh, please.
Shout out to everybody in the comments section. All of the usuals. John Goddard. Our guy, Patrick Haldeman, man, he is on a roll with this Matthew Baldwin stuff. Laura BP, of course, as always, Clyde. Timothy Roberts, Julie, the supporter, Lisa Franklin Maines. Patrick.
Lisa, my girl Lisa in the comment section.
That's
I am
right.
okay. Hurt, not injured. Got to keep it moving.
Keep it moving, baby. Julie asked if it's just her or has the audio gone silent. Let us know in the comments.
I hear me very well.
I hear me just fine.
I hope you guys can. If you hear me, say yes in the comment section. Yes, just like that. Yes, if you hear me.
Type it out.
Yes,
You can
just
do
like
it.
that.
Now Kyle Barr says we good.
We good? All right.
We good. My guy Kyle Barr. Josh Robideau, the #1 supporter in the building.
He was the first one.
Sean Eagleson says season tickets. You buying for us, Sean?
Hey,
I'll go with you.
Latina. My girl Latina is in the building.
Heartless Ofo. I don't know if that's pronounced right or not. I wish Martell was here. Now that is a new one. Tathan.
Who said that?
Okay, Julie says we're good.
Who said they wish
Like
Tathan was here?
10 comments back. Heartless. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's one of those names where you don't give your actual name on Facebook because you know, you don't want to be found or whatever. Maybe it's one of those scenarios.
Listen, see, man, listen. Listen, man. I got a new person that I don't like. Okay? And Tathan's off the hook for now. Don't put Tathan back on my list. I'm letting that man be in Miami in the palm trees doing his thing, because later on we're going to tell you who's number one on my hit list.
Oh.
And he has done absolutely nothing to me.
Oh.
I will admit it, and you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
He's number one on my hit list now. Tathan is off the hook, but don't put him in my crosshairs for being a little wimp, okay? But there's a new public enemy number one of Corey Boyd. And I know he doesn't care, but that is okay. A new number one enemy on my hit list, and you'll find out soon.
We'll get there shortly enough. Shout out to Cheryl Tucker Moore, pardon me. Hey, fellas, OHIO. She is a supporter, Corey.
Yes, she is.
I am not sure that I have noticed that.
Yes, she is.
That's what I'm talking about, folks. Help us out. Our electricity is still out in part of the building, so we need you.
Right on time.
John Goddard, always with the nice one-liner, says Martell P's sitting down.
Oh, Patrick just became a supporter.
Let's go, dude.
Let's go, Patrick.
That is a fancy new badge.
Fancy new badge.
It's easy, man.
There it is. I mean, listen, it is a new wave coming along. Just hop on the train, the supporter train. $4.99. How much is a train ticket? I haven't been on a train in a while, but ever actually. But
Probably $4.99.
It's probably at least $4.99. Hop on that train. Thank you, Matt. Patrick Matthew Baldwin. That's his name. Patrick Matthew Baldwin.
Haldeman. His middle name is Matthew Baldwin. That same account says Fields overrated.
Oh, listen. I've never seen.
Maybe he is.
He may be.
Maybe.
I have no issue
Never
with
seen him
that.
play.
But listen,
In the Sterling
Tathan. All you had to do was stay. That's it. That's all he had to do was stay and prove to us that Fields is overrated. Right? You called him out.
said he was going to compete.
That's all he had to do was stay.
Don't swing and miss. Patrick Haldeman says $5 Taco Bell box is on the way, boys. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to wait for G to get back to do the old switcheroo on the graphics.
We'll wait for G to come back on that one.
But big show tonight. We'll talk about the NFL Combine, of course. Spring football starts tomorrow, folks. Tomorrow. Spring practice begins.
Look at John Goddard on board.
What's he doing?
He says, jump on the train, folks. $5 is cheaper than Starbucks.
That should be, I mean, that rhymes,
Hey.
bro. That could be our little slogan.
Yeah, $5 cheaper than Starbucks.
Asterisk, shout out John Goddard.
John Goddard, shout
Every
out.
time.
But yeah, man. So when our producer, he had to go handle some business.
He's making
All right,
everything
there
happen,
he is.
bro.
That's the guy right there.
He's sharing us around.
You ready?
That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna begin with the NFL Combine, I believe,
All right.
and then the majority of the show will be spring football related, talking depth chart questions going into spring football. But first, the latest news: the Buckeyes dominated the 2019 NFL Combine. Let me know in the comments section, who do you think was the most impressive or maybe did the most for their stock, their draft stock? Of course, the NFL Combine, a huge opportunity. Get in front of these guys, these scouts.
And the supporters know who my most impressive was because I talked about it, on the supporter content.
Hey.
So they know who I was impressed with. And if you watch the show, you probably already know where I'm going with it. But you let us know who impressed you the most in the Combine.
Seeing a lot of Paris Campbell. John Goddard thinks so. Josh Robideau. Paris Campbell, man, the 4.31 40. I think, the Ohio State receivers stole the show, really, from the get-go. I think they were the storyline of the weekend. We knew Paris Campbell was going to run a ridiculous 40.
Yes, we did.
And we were pretty sure Terry McLaurin was going to run a pretty damn good 40. And we thought Johnny Dixon, it would be good. I love Johnny.
I thought his would be faster, though. But that was just me.
I thought his would be slower. I thought Johnny was going to run.
Did you?
Like 4.5.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he's got those bad knees, bro. He's got your knees.
That's true.
He got D. Wade knees.
Oh, nobody ain't got my knees now. If he got my knees, he ain't at the Combine.
Raymond Hansel says Johnny
Dix
Dixon. Dude almost quit playing. He did. He almost quit twice. 2 years ago, the bum knees, and hasn't been playing. Then he gets healthy finally, and you see him just take off, man. I mean, Johnny Dix. So let me give you the official times. Paris Campbell ran a 4.31.
Look at that. Look at that run.
4.3. Look at him go, man.
He's gone. Ooh. I would have pulled 3 hamstrings. I told you that earlier.
You did
3. You only have 2. I would have pulled 3.
Pull one of them twice.
Right.
Or just pull your left one 3 times. Paris runs a 4.31. Look at him hustling. I love that. Terry McLaurin with a 4.35, man. I mean, we knew he was fast too, but 4.35.
That shocked me a little bit.
That was like the 4th best time.
That shocked me a little bit. I was like, whoa.
And then Johnny Dixon coming in hot with a 4.41. I mean, they're all speedsters. But damn, man. I mean, it was like the 3 Buckeye receivers we had there were like in the top 8 of receivers running the 40. It's fantastic, man. Brian Hartline was just soaking it up all weekend. Like, you see what I do? You see what I do? Recruits better come play for me.
Like a proud papa. Just like, look at my boys over there.
I tell you, man. Everybody's saying running quarterback Dwayne Haskins ran a 5 flat. We will give Patrick credit for the 5 flat.
Yes, Patrick caught it.
He certainly did.
He said 5 flat. I was giving him benefit of the doubt.
Yep.
I was like 4.92. Nope. Nope. 5 flat. Was it 504? 502? Something
I think
like
it was 504.
Yeah.
But
that's okay.
that's all right. I mean, he said he was clocking 4.8s in his trial runs and that he's going to run at the pro day. I don't think that's necessary. What's a 4.8 going to do for Haskins now? I mean, nothing.
Nothing
right?
at all. I don't think when you're looking at Haskins, you're going to go, well, that 40 time. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get him now. I expect him to be a little bit faster because Stephen A. told me so.
No kidding.
Stephen A. told me so.
Well, nobody was faster than Paris Campbell. One person ran a faster 40 than Paris Campbell all week, and it just so happened to be a DB on the last day that his original time was corrected to an unofficial. So, congratulations. But Paris, man, he's just flying. And if you didn't know Paris could fly, I'm sure you figured it out in the game this year when he took a little pop pass from Haskins, 70.
I like the post you made.
With her, isn't that fantastic?
Pointing at the
you can go
sideline.
back through our page or follow us on Twitter at everythingbn. It's on our Instagram page too, Everything Buckeye Nation.
Oh, Josh.
Oh, no.
Josh.
Oh, no. Josh says, how about Kyler Murray not even dressed? We were going to get to this, and right about now, so we might as well dive in. So we've thought Nick Bosa is going to be the number 1 pick for a full 365 days now, at least. Now, you're like the Kermit drinking the tea over here. Oh, damn. A lot of buzz coming out of the NFL Combine that Kyler Murray will be the number 1 pick in the draft. Not Nick Bosa, because the Arizona Cardinals love him. I, for one, do not love Mr. Murray. I didn't like his interview. Dan Patrick show. He comes off really arrogant, acts like he doesn't know what he's going to do, decides, I will go to the combine, but I'm not going to do anything. I'll just interview and measure in. The thing that really annoys me is all he did was weigh in, and he had good. I don't buy for 1 second that he's 5'10" and 1/8. I don't know. I don't know if he got heel implants or what. That dude is not 5'10". 206. That's fantastic. No wonder he's not running the 40-yard dash because he played at 190 this year.
Oh.
So when he runs at his pro day here in a couple weeks, I bet they don't weigh him in because he's going to be back down 190, 195. Then he's going to run the 40 in like a 4.4 flat. And everyone's going to be like, oh, my God, did you see Kyler Murray? Yeah, I did. And I'm not impressed one bit. What do you think?
Before I get to what I think.
Okay, all right.
Shout out to everybody on YouTube, Everything Buckeye Nation. We are also live on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed there, I don't know why not. It's
Just foolish, really.
click of a button. You get us there too. Ray says, late lunch with my boys at EBN, peanut butter and celery Everything Buckeye Nation.
Bro,
He's got
Raymond Hansel,
peanut butter and celery on deck.
he stays on the healthy grind. Last week he was saying late lunch because he's out in Cali, I think.
He said, Speed, you showed out at the combine, and he's typing in yes. That was earlier when I said if you can hear us. Linda says yes, and Ray says it's Caleb. Okay.
All right.
YouTube, we appreciate you. Everything Buckeye Nation, we appreciate you. Tathan Martell used to be number 1
On the hit list?
on the hit list for being a wimp, for leaving, for crying, for calling out somebody and not doing what you're supposed to do, swinging and missing and running to Miami.
Oh, better not swing and miss.
And, well, my coach changed. I want to apply to still play. And no, shut up. Okay? Just stop it. But he has slid down my rankings.
How many notches?
2.
Okay.
Because number 1 and number 2 is Kyler Murray.
Oh, my.
Okay? And he has done nothing to me.
No.
Nothing at all. Personally, he hasn't. But the disrespect that Dwayne Haskins gets to this 5'6" quarterback is starting to get on my last nerve. It's ridiculous. Oh, well, Kingsbury, you know, he likes, who cares? Okay? The best quarterback is Dwayne Haskins. End of the story. I don't care if Kyler Murray can run around like Patrick Mahomes. Oh, so now it's a copycat league. I know it's a copycat league. Sure. We seen Patrick Mahomes take the league by storm. Oh, we need somebody that can run like that. No.
He didn't even run that much.
No. Ooh, Baker Mayfield was good. Let's go. No. So now he's the number 1 overall pick. This is what you're telling me, Arizona. You are going to pick this man right here over Nick Bosa. That's what you're going to do. Nick Bosa. So if you sat down, if an alien came down from Earth and said, show me the number 1 pick in it. Oh, it's Kyler Murray. What? And they show you a picture of Nick Bosa? This is who you're picking. This is your number 1 pick. You're telling me this is the best player in the draft. Well, we're filling a need. Oh, you need Kyler Murray? So the quarterback you drafted last year, we'll just poo-poo him, huh?
10th overall, by the way.
10th overall, traded up to get him. You're going to pass on Nick Bosa for Kyler Murray. Boy, the pressure on this young man,
Ooh.
I tell you. I
almost feel bad, but then I
don't now. He is number 1. He's number 1 on my list. Cliff Kingsbury. Man. He knows Sean McVay. Did you know that?
Oh, well, if he's young and runs a sharp offense.
He knows Sean McVay. So
what more could you want?
He has to be great, right? Kyler Murray can run.
You're telling me the guy that got fired from his college job for not winning enough games got the head coaching job for an NFL team and now wants a 5'9" quarterback?
Yeah, he has to be great. And I know people are saying, but Corey, Kyler won the Heisman Trophy. What's your point? I don't care. I don't care. They're going to be like, well, you're just being biased because you're a Buckeye fan and you love Dwayne Haskins. You've said it all year. What's your point? He's a better quarterback than Kyler Murray. End of story.
That's it.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I got a really good quote you're going to love here. So these are some comments from Charlie Casserly, former GM in the NFL, now an NFL Network analyst. His full comments on Kyler Murray here about his combine performance. Now, you know, he didn't really perform at the combine.
Oh, he showed up.
He weighed in
Yeah.
and did interviews.
Yeah.
Here we go. He better hope Kingsbury takes him number 1 because this was not good. These were the worst comments I ever got on a high-rated quarterback, and I've been doing this a long time. Leadership, not good. Study habits, not good. The board work, below, not good. Not good at all in any of those areas, raising major concerns about what this guy's going to do. Now, people will say we're going to compare him to Mahomes. We're going to run an offense like Mahomes. We're going to run an offense like Baker Mayfield. But those guys are much different. Those guys, never question them about their ability on the board, never question their leadership ability or their work habits. They were outstanding in those areas. This guy is not outstanding in those areas, and it showed up in the interview. But go ahead, Cardinals.
And did you hear everybody said about Dwayne Haskins? Board work, phenomenal.
Yep.
He's a leader.
Yep. On the money.
The poise. And he actually showed up at the combine and did everything, even his weakest point, what I didn't want him to do.
Nope.
He's better than me. Because I'm slow at the 40. Well, you know, my hamstring's a little tight today.
Stretch him out.
And then when it comes to throw, woo, I feel good already. So get out of here with that mess. And I don't care. Every Oklahoma fan, I hope they do see the stream. And I hope they boo me to death. I don't care. Kyler Murray can't sniff Dwayne Haskins. Book it, highlight it, bold it, put it in italicized, clip this video, save it in your archives, put it in the cloud. I don't care. And you're taking him over Nick Bosa. Are you serious?
49er fans are licking their chops, man.
They're like,
they're like,
please.
You know, Kyler Murray's pretty damn good.
San Francisco,
He's pretty damn good.
San Francisco fans are making highlight videos of Kyler Murray right now, montages, Photoshop. Please take Kyler Murray number 1 Arizona. Because we got the best player in the draft, Nick Bosa.
Oh, man.
Pathetic.
Jarrell Williams says, I love Bosa, but being realistic, Kingsbury loves Murray, recruited him out of high school. Josh Rosen does not fit Kingsbury's offense. Murray already knows the offensive style. Sure. But for the number 1 pick, I mean, the NFL draft is not a place where you try to reach very often, especially when you just invested. You traded up to get Josh Rosen at number 10. I'm not in love with Josh Rosen. I would have taken him. I would have probably taken Baker above him and Sam Darnold above him. But that would have been it. I wouldn't have taken, who's the other one? Josh Allen? No, I mean, I like Josh Rosen. I think he's got the tools to succeed. The Cardinals are just a mess roster-wise. All they got is David Johnson. They're just a mess.
I feel bad for David Johnson.
Dude, I do too,
really
man.
do. You can't be good if you don't have nothing around you. Did you see what happened when he had Carson Palmer and Larry Fitzgerald? And he had all those weapons.
Guy, Larry Fitz.
Oh, my goodness. They were like, David Johnson, number 1 pick in fantasy drafts. Look at him go. And he was a beast, right? Then look what happened. When you ain't got no weapons, woo, I felt bad for him.
I mean, nobody even talked about him this season.
Because as soon as he got the ball, everybody was all eyes on David Johnson. There's nobody else. But don't worry, Kyler Murray is coming.
He's going to change it. He's going to change it.
Get out of here.
Come on.
Get out of here.
I just don't get it. I just don't.
That was my rant on Kyler Murray. I apologize.
No, don't you apologize.
A little longer than I thought.
Hey, everybody in here is digging it.
Patrick says Arizona's going to take Bosa at 1. If not, they should sell the franchise. Raymond says Corey is lit. Love it. Chris says Rosen's officially on the trade block, by the way.
Yep. I don't get it, but that's fine.
Wow. Kyle says Robert Griffin III won the Heisman. Shut up about the Heisman.
Yeah, right. I mean, Troy Smith won the Heisman.
And
because I was thinking when you were, I didn't want to, interrupt.
Oh, no, you good.
Your rant there.
Yeah.
But how many times is the Heisman Trophy winner actually damn good in the NFL?
Right.
Very, very rarely.
Baker
Mayfield.
So far. I know it's 1 year.
1 year.
They're like, you Browns fans, oh my goodness, it's 1 year. Hey. That's all we got.
Hey, Chris Mortimer and Patrick Haldeman got a good idea here. Chris said, do you guys play fantasy football? And then Patrick said, we need a supporter league.
Let's crack it. Let's get it going.
And Kyle Barr said, you just talked me into it, Laura. He's a supporter.
Woo! Laura B. First of all, give Laura BP a hand clap.
She's a recruiter.
Second of all, thank you, Kyle, for joining the club.
Kyle's been a long-time supporter. Woo! Now he's got that badge. Laura out here recruiting. Laura said Corey's rants are worth more than $5 a month. That's what she said. They said, okay. What more could you ask for?
Laura BP on the recruiting trail. We should get that started, though. A supporter league?
That'd be a hell of a good time.
It would put us on the bubble. Woo. You guys suck.
Hey.
Your team is 0-6.
We could do it live too. That'd be a lot of fun.
Right.
Well, you and I are both drafting here on our laptops. Everybody else, that'd be a good time, man.
On the 8th pick, Corey picks Kyler Murray. What?
Oh, bro, you said, I swear. You're like, and then you'll be like, no, he's going to run the ball a lot. Okay, he's going to get those rushing touchdowns, extra points. Yes, Chris, we do play a lot. Josh Robidoux says, I want in. Bro, you were the number 1 supporter.
You're number 1. But listen.
You're first guy.
You're in.
Brother.
You're in.
Oh, man. Man, what a great weekend with the NFL Combine. Buckeyes stole the show. Wanted to get to Mike Weber as well real quick. I saw some comments about Mike Weber. This was my guy who won the weekend for me. Between Paris and Mike Weber. I mean, this dude weighs in just shy of 5'10", 211 pounds, puts up 22 reps of 225 on the bench press. Everyone's thinking, damn, this would be a good power back to kind of spell our standard back. Then he goes out and runs a 4.47 in the 40, third best for running backs. You're thinking, wait, wasn't this the power back? And he runs a 4.47?
Yeah.
Mike Weber, man. And he kept saying, I'm slept on. For some reason, he thought he ran a 4.38 because that was kind of out there. Like, I think NFL Network got it wrong originally or something. But he kept saying, like, oh, no, but I'm slow. I'm slow. He's, like, saying that on social media and stuff. Mike Weber, man.
I don't think – did Ohio State not get watched this year? Is that what happened? We just
maybe not because of the whole urban stuff.
Yeah, did we just fall off the map or something? Like, did Ohio State not get on television? Did I miss anything? Because when Mike Weber hit the open field, it was night.
Oh, my gosh.
You weren't catching him.
See ya.
Everybody knew it. Once he hit daylight, good night.
Producer
Touchdown.
G said his explosiveness, along with his power, kind of reminds him of Zeke a little bit.
Yeah.
He called him Baby Zeke like 2 years ago.
And I don't understand why people are shocked. Oh, my goodness. I guess people, at least at ESPN, didn't watch Ohio State.
Oh, no.
It's obvious because Dwayne Haskins is a runner. And Mike Weber, oh, my goodness, he has speed. What are you guys talking about? Like, what do you do? What do you do with your life? I don't understand.
Did you not think Mike Weber? I mean, people are projecting Weber to go like 4th, 5th round or something. Like, dude, not only are his numbers outstanding, his tape's great, but he split carries the last 2 years. He doesn't have a whole lot of tread on the tires.
And if he wasn't injured, if he didn't get injured, he may not have split carries.
Maybe not. We would have been coming into this season thinking, boy, this J.K. Dobbins could be something special.
Right.
No, he sure is. But real proud of Mike Weber. You want to give the folks at home the taste of your guy, or we just gonna?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, Dwayne. Now you know who my favorite was at the combine. No apologies at all. As I ran into the mic, just talking about it.
Hey, it's exciting.
Dwayne Haskins. Now, he didn't razzle and dazzle with the 40 or none of that. Well, first of all, he showed up. That's a plus right there.
Sure.
But when he let the ball go, the announcers were even like, my goodness.
No,
they said it's just different than any quarterback that's here. They said he's just letting it go. And it's like you take it for granted. I was watching these other quarterbacks throw, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, they were just missing throw. I'm like, how do you? And then Dwayne just came and just tore it apart. I'm like, my goodness. To me, why he's most impressive, because you have this guy that everybody is just falling in love with, Kyler Murray. And you're just getting disrespected. And you come out there and you show why you are the best quarterback coming out of this draft. Because before, people were saying he was the best quarterback in the draft.
Right.
They're saying Dwayne Haskins is the best quarterback in the draft.
Sure.
Best quarterback in the draft. Best quarterback in the draft. And then all of a sudden, over the past couple of weeks, Kyler Murray now is just I don't know, this mystical figure that, Kyler Murray. And Haskins is like, really? Okay. And he comes out and does every single thing. And the only thing he didn't do good is the thing we all know he's not good at, except Stephen A. Smith.
Yep.
That's the only thing. And Stephen A. Smith was watching like, oh, my God, he's not a runner.
I saw the headline on Reddit, I think it was, their college football page says, running quarterback Dwayne Haskins runs 5.04 in the 40. Folks, if you're just joining us, I see my mom just tuned in. Hello. Please, after the show, you got to go back and watch Corey's rant about Kyler Murray. We're not going to go too far down that hole again. But
yeah, just go back. It'll be there.
It'll be there. We might have to clip it. But, man, I tell you, Dwayne Haskins just, for me, solidified his status as the number one quarterback. Because, like you said, he showed up, he did what he was supposed to do, and balled out. I mean, everything, even his weakest link, running in a straight line. And he did it. I mean, he ran a 5.04. It was bad. It's a bad time, but at the same time, even the commentators were like, you're not drafting this guy to run in a straight line. You're drafting him to put the ball wherever he wants to put it.
And I get it. you always want the new thing, the newest fad, the newest thing that's out. What's the newest, hippest thing?
Newest toy.
Yeah, newest toy. And the newest thing is quarterbacks that can run, that can scramble, who can do what Baker can do and Patrick Mahomes can do. That's the new fad. But if you got a quarterback who can zip it all over the field, guess what you do? You invest in your offensive line. You get him some weapons. There you go.
Bingo.
You don't have to have a quarterback to run all over the place. Get the man some weapons and an offensive line. There you go. The best quarterback in the draft. I can't wait to see where he goes.
I hope it's not to New York. They got a garbage offensive line, too.
Yes, they do.
Zachary,
That's why I want Eli to stay one more year. Sit behind Eli. Let him get beat up one more year. And then they go, we need a line because we can't have Dwayne get beat up like this.
I'd be all right with that. Zachary Knox says, calling in here, Haskins, 8 Super Bowls. Sign your boy up.
I'll pass out if that happens.
Hey, Laura says, Laura speaking on behalf of the supporters here, we want uncensored rants just for the supporters. How's that sound? Oh, boy. You're going to get in trouble. Corey Shoemaker, if Ryan Day had stayed as head coach after TCU and Bosa didn't get hurt, Purdue wouldn't have happened, and we would have played for the national championship, in my opinion. David Hemphill, Justin Fields' number is number 1 because he's going to be the number 1 quarterback in college football next season. Let's talk Ohio State football, shall we?
We should.
We've enjoyed some chat about the NFL-bound Buckeyes, but, folks, spring football starts tomorrow. Tomorrow, spring football. We get to talk about it for the next month and a half, almost. A little over a month.
He ain't changed his number yet? Daggone it. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
That's picture Master Teague there. Number 33, that's from last year's spring game, but I'm excited, man. Spring football is back. Ryan Day's already – it's going to be a lot more open. There's a whole lot more of media availability this year than Urban has done in years past. So a lot more media availability, interviews. We're going to get a great look at this program in the spring. And my goodness, in just about 5 weeks, I think 5 weeks from Saturday is the spring game. Practice begins tomorrow. Spring football is in the air. Can you feel it?
No, I can't because it's snowing outside.
Well, that, you know.
But I'm excited. I'm excited. Spring game for the past. See, JT Barrett was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 5 years, I was like, because I knew who the starting quarterback was.
Sure.
I just knew. So you're not. But now we really don't know because Ryan Day said it's a competition.
He did.
Now I know that may be the political answer, but it really sounded like he meant it. He meant it when he said it's a competition. It's like he wasn't joking. I'm like, hey, that's even better. Don't just hand it to Justin Fields. Now, I know it sounds like I'm not a Justin Fields guy. I have no allegiance to anybody on this team. I had allegiance to Haskins.
Oh,
but that's it.
Did you?
A little bit, just smidge.
Oh, okay.
I have no allegiance. So let the best quarterback win. That's why Tathan should have stayed instead of running his mouth and going away.
Don't swing and miss.
Yeah, so if Matthew Baldwin, Patrick's guy, hey, it's open season. And that's what you need when you have a new head coach, a new regime, and a new team. Don't go into the spring ball with premeditated starters. Nah.
Oh, no.
You going to earn it.
Oh, no.
You going to earn
Especially
it.
with the new staff.
Yeah, new staff. You going to earn it. Ain't nothing given here.
Nope.
Even you, J.K. Dobbins, that's what he's saying. Nah.
That's why we got Master Teague up there in the picture.
That's right.
Great question from Julie here. She says, I saw a mention of a few guys not attending spring practice. Any news? Yes. Unfortunately, the Buckeyes will be without 2 starters for spring practice. Left tackle Thayer Munford and starting safety Jordan Fuller, both out for spring practice nursing some injuries. So nothing that is supposed to affect them into the full season this fall. But, kind of a bummer that they're dinged up. But, these 2 guys, Thayer Munford's the only returning starter on the offensive line. So he was really the only guy penciled in on the offensive line. Mm-hmm. Jordan Fuller is a captain. He's not going anywhere in the secondary. So, Kind of a bummer they're out, but some young guys will get their shot too.
A question I wanted to ask you. Who sent it? I just lost it. Zachary Knox asks, if Fields doesn't win the job, do you think he transfers?
That would be a terrible look for that kid, and I don't think he would.
Nah, he can't. You can't. You just got to grill it up and eat it at this point.
He probably could. Chris says, I don't think he's allowed to transfer again. I think he'd be able to. I don't think he's getting any waivers.
No, he wouldn't get away. The waiver's over.
I mean,
what would you say? I didn't think Matthew Baldwin was that good. There's nothing else you could say. You just got to. That's it. I don't think he would.
No. I don't think he would. Josh says Fields already won the job, in my opinion. And, it's hard for me to stand here and say, well, it's going to be an open competition. Yeah, Ryan Day can say that, but Justin Fields is the number one transfer quarterback in the, in the college football landscape this year. I got to think Dwayne gave him some inside information or something. I mean, I'm sure some talks were had that you're going to have every shot to be the starter.
I think he'll be the starter.
I think he will be too.
I really do. But I think as a new head coach, you have to say that. And you have to make people like me and you believe it. You have to sound convincing. But unless Matthew Baldwin just blows it out, just blows everybody's minds, or if Fields is like, then you never know.
Well, Patrick makes a good point here that Matthew Baldwin was handpicked by Ryan Day.
Yeah.
3-star recruit.
Right.
We were losing 4-star Emory Jones, but we didn't really want to go down that direction anyway. We've been headed down this path of more pro-style quarterbacks, and that's definitely what Matthew Baldwin is. So we'll have to see. David Hemphill says, who do we have at running back behind J.K. Dobbins? Anyone that will impress us? How about that man on your screen? This is my guy.
This is your guy. I'm going to let you talk about him all year.
Dude.
Like Haskins was my guy. This is his guy.
As Kyle Barr says in the comment section, Master Teague III. He's out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, I believe. I want to see what he is actually listed at, because this is just look at those arms, dude. It's ridiculous. Oh, he is from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. On the Ohio State official roster, 5'11", 220. I don't know if that's I thought he was more 6 foot, but he'll grow into, he's like a Carlos Hyde type. But this dude's got some breakaway speed too. I was really excited when we recruited him. Zachary Knox says, what a name. Master Teague III. Damn. I'm telling you, folks. And he's going to fill into this guy who spells J.K. Dobbins, because I don't think he's going to split carries, 50-50. Dobbins is going to be the feature back. And we've seen, it'll be interesting to see if Ryan Day goes away from their kind of running back by committee approach, where they would do one series for Dobbins and one series for Weber, and, kind of keep that going last year. Where if Ryan Day's at the helm, maybe these two because it would be their position for a series, They wouldn't bring guys in on certain downs and switch that around. I wonder if this is a little different here, if Master Teague's going to be the third down back, or if he's going to get, every third series or something along those lines. I think Demario McCall plays a lot of running back as well. We were talking before the show. I think he's going to be like the Alvin Kamara type for the New Orleans Saints. You got J.K. Dobbins is more of a traditional running back, like Mark Ingram, smaller, bigger type of guy. Smaller, bigger, shorter, more powerful is what I was trying to say. But Demario McCall, man, he is shifty. He can play wide receiver. He can play running back. And he's going to be that third down guy that Fields will find on a check down, and he'll race 50 yards for 6.
Question for you and for the fans. I like this question. It's kind of off subject, on subject. John Goddard, Newly supporter.
our guy.
He says, any superstitions or traditions you guys do on game day? I've been wearing the same raggedy hat for 17 years on game day.
That's a great question.
That's a question
John.
for everyone in the comment section. And you, Jake, I'll let you go.
What superstitions do you have, folks? I have worn. I've got the same pair of socks that I'll wear.
Mm-hmm.
I probably wore every game last year except one. Sometimes, if we lose a game, I'll bench them for a week. I'll go with a new pair of socks.
Right.
But a couple years ago, my dad got he and I the same pair of socks. They're red. They're like above the ankle. They're kind of a weird length because they're not like below the ankle or like up to your shin or anything. But they got a nice Buckeye logo on the side. They're pretty sharp. So I got some lucky Buckeye socks, I suppose I wear. But I got a lot of different gear, jerseys that I'll try to wear and hats and whatnot. So, hell, dude, you're wearing – I don't think you've – we've been doing this show since August, you and I don't think you've worn the same outfit twice.
I have, actually. I just mask it very well.
Oh, okay.
It depends during the season. If we go on a winning streak or win a big game, it can be during possessions. If I drink a glass of water and we score a touchdown, I got to drink a glass of water.
That's like my mom.
Every possession until we don't score. Sometimes I'll stand up. I'll sit down. If I got to change it. Listen, very superstitious. I told you remember when we was doing the watch parties when we won and then I said Michigan. Hey, remember what you wore?
Yep.
I said remember what you wore.
Yep.
Same stuff. So I think we all got them.
A few great comments. Zachary Knox says, does slamming a 12-pack count as well? And Patrick Haldeman, where was it here? Tradition. Get really drunk and celebrate the impending victory. That's what I'm talking about. My mom says fingernail color polish. It's got to be the same. Game to game, it is the seating charts in the room depending on the crowd. Who's got to sit where, depending on where we've been. I mean, that's kind of been the case for my entire upbringing. It's like, if we score, you better not move from that chair. You ain't going anywhere.
You ain't going to the bathroom.
Oh, no.
You will hold it until the game is over.
I swear. Julie says she always carries her lucky Buckeye. Have not changed since she was in college. That's tight. I like that a lot. I wonder if that's only on game days or every day. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah. I like that one. Great question, John.
Great question.
Appreciate that. So a little over 10 minutes left in the show. I want to talk about what are the biggest questions we have going into spring ball. New head coach, new quarterback, 5 new assistant coaches. I guess out of those things, what is your initial thoughts about your main worry? Not position-wise necessarily, but, what are you thinking?
I want to see this defense.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I know the quarterback's the shiny thing, but I want to see the defense. I want to see how the defense looks. That's what I want to. Now, I know in the spring game, you're not really going to be able to tell. Never could tell in the spring game.
Well, not necessarily.
You can't hit the quarterback.
No.
You see what I'm saying? So that
but schematically wise,
you can see
can't.
that. But I'm talking about like real defense. You can't tell that in the spring game because you can't hit the quarterback.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I know there's a lot of talk right now regarding a new position on the defense. So with Greg Madison and Al Washington coming over from that team up north, which is still kind of funny, a position they've used and used very well over the last few years with the Wolverines is their linebacker and safety hybrid position.
You talking about that last week? Really,
an outside linebacker. They called it the Viper, which I think, that's a cool ass name. I don't know. It has nothing to do with the Wolverines, so I'd be all right with that. But that's kind of the idea, is you're taking one of the linebackers off the field and putting in another DB who has linebacker tendencies, but is really a DB. Now, they did it with Jabril Peppers. They did it with Khalil Hudson this past year. They did well. They put up decent numbers or whatever. But really, it's just a glorified strong safety. And at this point, it's going to be Brendan White. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited for that. I mean, he came on so hard during the last 4 or 5 games this season. I remember Michigan State. I think he got his first start. And he blew up a screenplay. I mean, it was like a fake to the right, and they came back to the left, and nobody had it except Brendan White, who just a full-on dead sprint from the secondary, 15-yard head start, just blew this screenplay up. I mean, it's right up his alley. So with the linebackers, I see a lot of comments. The linebackers are frustrating. They're a big worry right now. We didn't play. Our linebackers were garbage last year. So we take one of them off the field, bring in another talent. I mean, Brendan White will flourish at this Viper position, which then leaves who's going to play the other safety? Who do you take off the field linebacker-wise? Because it's really, you got 2 inside linebackers and a third kind of blitzing strong safety type. I don't know. It'll be very interesting. I'm excited to see the defense, man.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Aries over on YouTube. He says, "What up, fellas?
What's up, Aries?
Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you. Appreciate everybody on YouTube and on Facebook who's been commenting, whatever. I can't even say the word. I'm starting to wind down here a little bit.
Words are hard. 10 minutes.
The injury is starting to take effect.
Ooh.
Yeah, but John said, "I love to get at least 5 new supporters this show."
John, let's
Wow.
go.
Let's go, John. He said, "Let's get the show huge. You can find $5 in your couch cushion, folks. LOL."
John, I need to.
Yeah, he said it, not me.
Where did you buy your couch? But quick brief, sure. Support it. $4.99, just $4.99 a month. Support us. Help us out.
Yeah.
Because we're going down the drain if we don't have it. And quick. So thank you in advance.
Appreciate you. Guy Wright says Buckeye Nation. Shout out to Guy.
Thanks, Guy. Real quick, want to hit a quick personal question from our gal Julie. Only joined this group a short time ago. Would love to know your background. Are you graduates, etc.?
Graduates, etc.
Julia, I am a graduate. Native of Central Ohio. I went to Grandview Heights High School. Graduated from the University of Cincinnati. I did not go to Ohio State. Didn't apply, actually. I graduated with about 85 kids. About 45 of them went to Ohio State. I said, I got to get out of here. I did. Met my wife. Moved back up to Columbus. Here I am, living the dream. That's what I got to say. Yeah.
Beautiful. That was a good story there.
Well, thanks. I was
Loved
just
it. That was nice.
sharing my background.
Yeah.
John is on it. 5 supporters, man. We need it. Chris Hersey says, love your show, especially since 105.7 switched formats. That is a bummer. I liked the zone, but sorry about you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
That was like 2 weeks ago, bro.
Oh, wow. Shouldn't even pay attention. If it ain't us. Yeah.
Well, soon enough.
Yeah. Well, I was born in a little city called... Yeah, I graduated from the Ohio Media School.
No wonder you're so damn good at this.
No, I'm all right. I'm decent at best. Yeah. Ohio Media School, And what else? That's about it.
That's about it, huh?
That's about it. That's all I got.
Hey.
ESPN said no. You like Ohio State. We don't like you. I said, fine. I'm going to take my talent somewhere else.
We'll start up the Everything Buckeye.
And then here we go.
What do you know? Let's see. Patrick, did you live downtown on campus while in Cincy, Jake? Patrick, I was all about Clifton, baby. Clifton. I miss it, and I don't. All at the same time. I miss Murphy's. That's what I miss. Murphy's Pub. In regards to the spring football questions, we only lose 2 starters on defense. Draymond Jones, Kendall Sheffield. I don't think Nick Bosa counts because we played without him for...
Yeah, that doesn't count.
I mean, he only played 2.5 games last year.
That doesn't count at all.
So, lot of talent back on defense. I'm excited about that with these new coaches. See what we got there.
David Arnett's back.
Of course. Oh, yes. Thank God. Damon Arnett. Oh, captain. That's what I got to say, man. I just can't get enough of Damon Arnett. So the defense, of course, everybody wants to talk about the defense, but at the same time, offensively, we think we're in good hands. Ryan Day, Justin Fields. Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny how quickly we've gone from Urban Meyer and Dwayne Haskins and that kind of era to all of a sudden, boom, It's Ryan Day and Justin Fields now. Two new guys, we're not really familiar with. Of course, Ryan Day's been here a couple years, but it's like, wow, it's coming up on us quick. I mean, spring football starts tomorrow. We got some questions to ask, man.
Yeah, man. It's going to be very interesting. Is it going to be called the Ryan Day Show now? Because, Herb Meyer had his little show on the fan. It's called the Ryan Day Show.
I believe it is.
All right. Coffee with the coach. Is he going to change the tea with the coach? Or is he going to
Tim Hortons pouring?
Yeah, man. So, it's going to be very interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
Well,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Offensively, the skill players are, we have so much depth that we can kind of assume people will come in and step up. But I'm worried about the offensive line replacing 4 starters and receivers. There's a lot of talent in that room, but you're losing 3 fifth-year seniors and captains. So, you laughing at Josh?
Yeah.
What do you think Joe Bowserman's doing right now?
He's working at the Sitco.
Oof.
Yes.
No way.
He has to be.
I bet he's like
I don't know.
insurance agent or something.
Aries over on YouTube says our linebackers played DT last year, and he says, I went to Columbus South High School.
South.
Shout out to Aries. Joe Bowserman
went to school.
I think Joe Bowserman was the worst quarterback that I have witnessed at the Ohio State.
I think I'd have to agree with that.
The worst.
Well, we've been spoiled the last 20 years, really.
Oh, my
Krenzel won a national title. Justin Zwick played for like half a season. He was kind of butt cheeks too, but Troy Smith came in. And
you know why he was considered what you just said, cheeks? Because of the clout that everybody was talking about. Justin Zwick.
Wasn't he a 5-star prospect?
Yeah. Wait till you see Justin Zwick. Woo! And then when you seen him, you was like, that's it?
Who?
We want Troy Smith in the game. Like, everybody wanted Troy Smith. That's another thing we should have, like, during the show. Who was your most disappointing Buckeye?
Oof.
Like, that you had, like, high hopes for, and they just let you down.
I had one night. It's a little different story, but Clyde said Belisari, Steve.
Nah, Bowserman was worse. At least Belisari could run. You know he was going to throw it to the other team a couple times, but he was going to run you a couple first downs.
He couldn't run from the bottle.
But, hey. Maybe he was running to the bottle. But
Kyle Barr said, how dare you speak that name.
He got some first downs. What did Bowserman do? Nothing.
Put 7 footballs into the stands at Nebraska. Oh, God. Zachary Knox says Tate Martell.
I can see it.
Hey, I mean,
I can see it.
He wasn't outstanding when he played here, but
if you watched this show last year, right? I was showing nothing but love for Tate Martell,
bro.
I even called at the end of the year, my guy Dwayne Haskins. I said when we get inside the red zone because we was having trouble scoring. I said, why don't you bring in Tate? Switch it up, so it's not like I have a vendetta against the guy. I rooted for the guy,
dude. When we were playing in the game and we got down inside the red zone. We were inside the 10, inside the 5, I think. We ran 3 straight read options with Tate Martell, and I was all for it. And we didn't score. We had to kick a field goal, and I was kind of bummed, but I was all for it at the time.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
If you had to draft one from, what was it here?
He said, Corey, if you had to draft one from Haskins or Smith, who you picking?
Well, I mean, hindsight's 2020.
Hindsight's 2020, so I'm going to have to say Haskins.
Sure.
Even though, to be fair to Troy Smith, he really didn't get his true shot.
Yeah.
Because he was about to start for Baltimore. He got some type of virus or whatever it was. He got sick. That's what they say.
He's probably hungover.
I don't know, but they said he got sick. Flacco took over. That was it. Then he got a couple more starts in San Francisco.
Yeah, he played a little in San Fran.
But we knew that wasn't going to pan out. You with San Francisco, Mike Singletary. Mike Singletary wasn't in the plans for San Francisco, so you already know they wouldn't keep with Troy Smith.
Sure.
But if you put my feet to the fire, listen, my top 2 quarterbacks on Ohio State, you already know who they are.
Ever?
My favorites, Braxton Miller and Dwayne Haskins. Those are my 2 favorites. Now, I'm not saying they're the best 2 quarterbacks in Ohio State history. Those are my 2 favorites. So I'm going with Haskins.
Okay. Julie said the worst one was Terrell Pryor. The hype and the total letdown.
Worst as player or shit on hype?
Well, hype was.
Now.
Josh says if Pryor played with Meyer as a coach, he would have won a Heisman.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
that's fair.
Terrell, man, he did
He played in the wrong
a
era.
whole hell of a lot for this team, and the way he went out was garbage, and I hated him for a long time. But
He played in the wrong era.
kid wanted some money. I mean, hell,
He played in the wrong era.
yeah, he did.
If he played in this era, man, listen.
Patrick called him and JT Barrett's the GOAT. Come at me. This dude,
The GOAT at what?
his quarterback hot takes.
The GOAT at what? Patent stats? Don't get me started on JT.
Total
Barrett.
yardage, leadership.
Don't get me started on
Hey,
JT.
I love me some JT, man.
Listen, people will boo me, and JT was a great quarterback.
Boo.
Great.
Boo.
But Urban's loyalty to him cost us.
I'd agree with that.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I'll leave it at
So
that.
nothing against JT.
No, nothing against JT. JT got in an alcohol. Was he drunk? Right?
He said he had a couple beers.
Yeah. What happened to him?
DUI.
No.
1 game suspension.
Right. Why? Because it was JT Barrett, Urban's guy. I'm just saying.
You sound like a hater, bro.
I'm not hating.
Are you employed by ESPN?
No. Who did I tell you? Who's my favorite quarterback in Ohio State?
Brax?
Whose place did he take?
Whose place did Braxton Miller take?
No, JT Barrett.
Oh, Brax.
There you go. That gives you a little insight.
Well, damn. Zachary Knox, how have we not mentioned the smooth Kenny G? Love me some Kenny Guyton, man. He'll do some good things coaching at La Tech down there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for him.
I like Kenny G.
Ohio State basketball sucks. And they play Northwestern tomorrow. If they lose, they're missing the tournament. I think they'll win. Then they get Wisconsin at home. Hopefully Caleb Wesson comes back. But we'll see about that. Sources told me that he had a run-in with the reefer for round 2.
Running with the reefer.
Hate to see it.
Stay off the weed.
Yeah, Stephen A. is probably like, Caleb Wesson's more of a slashing guard to me.
He's more of a perimeter player. He's quick off the first dribble.
Oh, man, I tell you. Well, folks, we are just about out of time. Appreciate you tuning in this evening. Everybody in the comments section, we appreciate you. Support us.
Please.
Give us a subscribe on YouTube. Everything
Subscribe on
Buckeye
YouTube.
Nation. Follow us at Everything BN on Twitter. Post a lot of good stuff on there, so give us a shot. Patrick says, I'm out, boys. Have a good week. I think we started talking hoops. He was like, all right, I'm out.
I'm going to shout out to Aries on YouTube. He said Pryor was awesome at OSU, and he said should have been able to get paid.
I heard that.
There we go.
So next Monday, we good?
We good.
All right. Next Monday, March 11th, we'll be back. For producer G, Corey Boyd, I'm Jake Smith signing off saying, go Bucks. And OH.
I.